never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no...
Lad to watch, isn't he, Brian Uriarte? He wants that championship lead back. A reminder that this is...
He's going to struggle to get points, I think, when he does the long lap with only 2.5 laps remaining.
144.8. How about that then? But Pini, 144 points his first year in Rookies Cup, as well as the likes of Peroni, who's there in third. We've got...
Well,
here we come.
Back we are then with Alvaro Carpe, just ahead of Brian Uriarte. They've got about
5. He is catching them, but they are pulling the pin. Seemingly that pace in the start of the 1-2-3 in the championship. 1-2-3 on track.
And as you can see from the live, 4 or 5 bike lengths lead now over Pratama and Chies. And
race was just that little bit slower, perhaps saving some tyres.
Well, and are they off? Well, did they touch the green there on the X-Tire live point score that just was on the screen before? He now has retaken the lead as things stand by 3. The rest of them, the crucial part of the race, obviously they're going to come down to Uriarte and Carpe. They were very close to it.
They are yet to get a...
points. He has the advantage over Alvaro Carpe. Down the hill on the brakes again they go. To 2 laps to go after a couple of corners. It is yesterday's winner, Alvaro Carpe, that led.
A track limits warning as we see KJ Monignane stop with a technical issue. That's a big shame for him. The South Chies moves up another couple of spots then. He's in 4th, now on the tail of Veda Pratama, who has a bomb.
Chies goes inside Pratama to take 3rd place.
Rico getting African.
And really, you know, it's not... Is it closing up in front, in fact? Because...
through turn 9, Rouchet Mouli goes really wide at turn 9 onto the green stuff. Through they come, the pushback again at the moment. As we see on Pini's, he's managed to cut back on Pugliese. He's brought him with him as well.
Way back to Rammersdorfer in 11th. It's showing on our timing screen as one group, and there really isn't two.
Final corner then. They are having to chase down this leading trio, Peter, because they're starting to get away.
They are indeed.
So we've actually got 8 riders now towards the end of this, potentially battling for the podium positions then. You've got Moodley.
Much in it between the leading groups now.
Yeah, you've got... Yeah, well, it's under a second.
And these guys are clever enough to make use of it. Uriarte, Carpe and Peroni, they could pull away from...
Just off the back. How far off the back? Half a second. So 2 laps to go. He's really got to get a wriggle between each rider, even back from Pini. So Moodley, Christian Daniel Jr., Giulio Pugliese.
This back, we almost never see it in Rookies Cup, but these guys, if anybody can do it, these guys are clever enough.
On now, mind the green boys.
Brian Uriarte takes up the lead. He's got Chies on his tail. Then
is Leo Rammersdorfer could well be joining that party as well, as Brian Uriarte goes very, very wide. An absolute disastrous start to the race for Morelli. He's down in 14th now. Not sure what's happened to...
It's Carpe, Peroni, Pratama is there.
But for how long? Lennox Famara has actually crashed out, unfortunately, but says rider okay. Plan B, number 95, but he's back off the leading group. A lot of work to do for him over the next 14 long.
Changing direction. That's so tight, it's so ragged. It's really... Yeah, I think you saw Brian run wide like that yesterday. It's very odd. Perhaps he just gets himself, you know, in taps. And we know that Chies was super fast yesterday, absolutely incredible. If he can pull out that kind of pace again, really getting the pressures on. And Rouchet has dragged that go back into contention. It is too deep there somehow, and that he lost a lot of places there yesterday doing the same thing. But he's dropped all the way now. He's going to close up on this leading trio.
Another rider I was expecting more from today was Guido Pini.
Now what? 10 men battling for these.
He's going up the inside. Yeah, he's going up the inside of Pugliese. He's taken
back now to 5th place.
12th place he is, a great start to his season yesterday in 8th place. It could have been better were it not for Enrico Salmella, who Pini pushed wide then. They are off the back here. The riders starting to try and avoid.
The lead is with, that's the 48 of Lemmick.
Exceeding track limits and a long lap penalty, but he's a bit further down the order than I would have hoped to see today.
And what a pace now.
Boy, the slipstream hugging the white line then. Pini on the back of this group once again. Here we go down into turn 4.
All right, as you say, he's okay. He's obviously rejoined the race.
That's 2A and 2B. He went down then, I think.
Now Brian Uriarte is setting. He's pulled away from Carpe and Peroni by just a couple of bike lengths.
Or it's 1.5 laps to go.
And Brian Uriarte can't make a mistake here. He's drifted wide yesterday.
Here's what happened to him. Yeah, front end washed away.
Going in.
Squirrely on the brakes into turn 4. He's happy to let that bike squirm underneath him. So we have 1, 2, 3.
He drifted wide today. He pulls the tight line. He's got it right. He's got a lap and a half to defend the. That's, I think, what happened to Ruche Moodley yesterday, wasn't
basically,
it? Yeah.
similar crash.
Right, so back with the leaders then.
4 in the championship, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the race as well. Can Salmela and Veda do something about it? This is as tense as it gets in Rookies Cup. They have
across the start and finish.
You got Pini. Pini's caught them. He's in this group now then. They're neck and neck through turn 5 in towards turn 6. Veda tries to go around the inside, but no, Rico absolutely pulled the pin. They're still running low 145s. This pace is red hot.
And there is battle for the lead. It's Valentine Peroni on the 73, pulls out late on the brakes. He goes,
hangs it out, rails the turn, and he's on the tail of Quiles once again.
And something that's really different
in comparison to what it was yesterday. It's all on the line here.
Yeah, still Briano Uriarte past Alvaro Carpe.
Didn't get to speak too much about Valentin Peroni yesterday, but he
haven't so far. I haven't seen the guys go on the green. That was a mess completely for almost half the field. From Kies, from Carpe, it's 3 Spaniards up front, but then Veda Pratama in the 5th.
Has spent the entirety of his summer break training in Malaysia with Hakim Danish and his trainer. And
in the race yesterday.
I mean, thank goodness. Otherwise, I think Danny Rabaus would be getting a wet fish from a local market, slapping him with it.
Before now, he's looking for a way past.
What a
now
drive
Veda Pratama's going to play his cards.
Yeah, what a drive, Veda. Plenty of the up-and-coming stars from Malaysia, very much used to the heat, even though he was suffering so far. He continued that today.
Yeah, a very different race indeed. Superb, and it is still Brian Uriarte.
At the 54, he's into 4th position at the moment, up the inside of Quiles. That's where his race came on this weekend. He's also grown an inch or 2 as well in the summer break too, but that's not slowing him down here today.
And he's under pressure from the 83 of Alvaro Carpe.
Oh, he's so close to his rear wheel, Peter. Goodness me. Done yesterday. Pini in 5th as well. They go sideways down into turn 10. Here we are.
Along that penalty for 57, Zani for exceeding track limits. It is Peroni that leads. He really enjoyed the
millimetre perfect almost.
And you know, I said these guys are clever enough to know what they're doing. And
Peter, it's 1 lap to go in Rookies Cup here in Austria. They fan out. Here we go.
Carpe and race yesterday. He said it was great fun. He said it all just got more and more crazy towards the end of the race. I really had they're showing it now, and an absolutely superb display from all 3 of them. Over the one side of the track, and he's taken the advantage away from Brian Uriarte, who's going to be late. Great time, and he said, I'm just going to try and do the same thing again, but maybe make a better job of it at the end.
Line we come then, neck and neck. Carpe moves back into the lead, but not for long. Uriarte just lets the brakes off.
On the brakes, it's Carpe, superb on the rest. Patama's up there into 2nd place.
Wow, what a drive that was!
End of the race, he said, and that, of course, with 6 laps to go, is what he's doing now. He's pulled out the very slightest advantage.
The others are catching them then. The fastest lap of the race was the 145.5. This is significantly slower than we were. Oh, Uriarte just cuts the inside line, overtakes Pratama through the middle of the corner.